How's it going, guys? Today we are going to figure out which layout of Silverstone is the best. So Silverstone actually has 9 different layouts. So instead of doing 9 layouts in one video where the video is like 30 minutes long, we're going to do one video with 5 layouts and another one with 4, just so that there's not a super long video. So starting off, we have the normal layout that is currently used in F1. We are in the Sauber of Nico Hülkenberg, celebrating the fact that he got a podium, which is just crazy in a Sauber. First corner, Abbey, easily flat out, and then into Village all the way to the left hand side, take the curb, and now take a wide line through the loop to prioritise the exit. And now onto the Wellington straight, DRS activated, foot flat to the floor. And now into Brooklands, take as tight of a line as possible, we go a bit wide, and now into Luffield, stay on the inside to take the shortest route possible. And now heading into Cops, let's see if we can take it flat out. Should be easily done in this 2025 car. It is easily flat out. Now into Maggots, now Beckett's, and then slow down once you get into Chapel. We go off track a bit and have a snap, but that should be fine. Now we go down the hanger straight, DRS activated, into Stowe, lift entirely through, use some gear shifts to slow down the car. Now into the Vale chicane, take as tight of a line as possible, foot flat to the floor, do the last corner onto the Hamilton straight, to the line. It's a 1:26.991. So that lap time is pretty much going to be our baseline. So we're going to see if a track is, for example, 5 seconds faster or 5 seconds slower than that time. So let's move on to the next layout. So next up, we've got the Silverstone Classic layout. I don't believe this was used in F1 before, but it's very similar to a layout that has been. So for starters, Corps is the first corner, just like the old layouts, easy flat out. With this mod, you can activate DRS everywhere, so I'm just going to use that accordingly. Now into Maggots, Beckett's, and slow down through Chapel now. We cut it a bit, but not really going to affect our lap time too much. And now I'm going to activate DRS here. Down the hanger straight, now into Stowe. Stay tight, carry speed. We again go off track, and instead of going into Vale now, we go flat out through here, and you have to lift off, and now we go onto the Hamilton straight. And instead of going right at Abbey, we go left, take this humongous curve, flat out through here, and then go under the bridge. I haven't done this layout a lot, so I have no idea when to brake, when to not brake. And now we go straight into Brooklands and then into Luffield, which is the final corner, unless you count the small thing. And now we're going to use DRS here to the line. It is a 1:14.146. So I believe that's about 12 seconds faster than the normal layout. I quite enjoyed that. It's quite different to the normal one, but let's move on to the next layout. So now we move on to the international layout. This is the layout that is used in the F1 games as the short circuit layout. So if some of you have played F1 2018, F1 2019, F1 2020, this layout will be the short circuit layout that is in that game. So first corner, Abbey, like normal, flat out. And then into Village, again, same as usual. But instead of going into the loop, you cut around here onto the hanger straight. The rest of the lap is actually normal, but it's just pretty much sector 2 is just cut off. And now into Stowe, we go wide yet again, and into Vale. go onto the grass a bit, down the Hamilton straight. It's a 45, a 626. So this lap is so short that it only has 2 sectors, which is basically what I mean. There's the first sector of Silverstone and the last sector, and pretty much the second sector is just cut off. Now let's move on to the next one. Now we move on to the national layout. Also a track with 2 sectors and much shorter than the actual layout. As you can see on the bottom left, it's very round, not many tight corners. It's mainly very fast. So this is the layout. First corner cops, and instead of going in the chapel here, you go into a right-hander and cut on to the Wellington straight. And then you go straight into Brooklands and Luffield. And then that's the end of the lap. So that's even shorter than the international layout, which is crazy. I don't know what motorsport this is used for. So that's a 39.2. So that is approximately 47 seconds faster than the normal layout. This probably wouldn't be good used for F1, it's just way too short. So let's move on to the final layout for this video. Next up we have the Stowe layout. And you may be thinking, oh, it's probably just going to start with Stowe. Absolutely not. This track is completely different from the others, and no part of the other track cuts onto this layout. First corner is a relatively fast chicane, and then into a tight hairpin where you got to really open it up. I believe this is sort of a test track similar to Top Gear. Next up you've got a normal medium speed left-hander. You can carry good speed through, but you've got to stick to the left-hand side, as now there's a sequence of slow left-right corners. And then into a long left-hander, and into a fast right. And there it is, that's the lap done. A 38.556. So those are all the layouts done. To be honest, I probably prefer the normal layout to all of these, but if I had to choose one that wasn't the normal one, I'd probably prefer the international layout. I really like the part where it cuts on to the hangar straight. It's just you can use so much curb and carry so much speed through there, and there's a lot of variation for how fast you can go. So I'll put my rankings on screen of how much I like these tracks, and other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.